Hi, Biggest Loser. My students just had something that they wanted to tell you.
Comet is a firework. She'll be losing weight, and she is really great. We love you, Miss Comet. Come on, Miss Comet. Just one more lap.
Last chance workout!
So you want to know how the weight affects me. Sometimes I think it doesn't affect me at all because in my head, I'm still 16 years old and I'm a dancer that can do anything. But my husband loves the saying that the mind is willing, but the body is just not there. And so, anyway, that's kind of where we're at. Oh my goodness. If you want to know how the weight affects me, can I get my shoes on? Yeah, I can tie my own shoes. Now, is it the most fun thing in the world? No, especially when I have pants that are kind of sucking me in anyway. And I have to kind of hold my breath and it's not fun.
Yeah.
And I'm gasping, and it's not a good time. So anyway, does the weight affect me? Well, raw and uncut. Anyway.
The fed awaits me too. The fed awaits me.
Does the weight affect me? Yeah. Now, do I pretty much do what I want to do? For the most part, yeah. I do what I want to do. But are there things that I won't do because of the weight? Absolutely. I love to swim. I love to water ski. I love water sports. But this fat ass ain't going in a swimsuit. I'm just here to tell you. It's just not going to happen. My husband even talked to somebody recently about scuba diving lessons and the thought of a wetsuit. And this, no. Now, here's the other part of that. You say I'm not going to do that because of the way I look long enough that there reaches a point that you can't do it anymore. So, I don't know. Anyway, one other thing I want to tell you. I don't shy away from a challenge. I challenged myself to do a marathon. I didn't do the marathon. I actually switched at a couple months before the marathon because of a foot injury and stuff. But I did do a half marathon. And I did that a year ago. The whole thing was to lose weight. That was my whole thought, was to lose weight. I didn't really lose any weight, but I did a half marathon. It took me 3 hours and,
54 minutes.
3 hours and 54 minutes and some odd seconds, which is holy crap slow. But I did it. I finished it, and then I went to the Olive Garden and pigged out.
Yeah,
it was great.
Did.
It was great.
Wonderful.
So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at.
All right, so how the weight affects me. To an extent, I try to not let it affect me. Try to just kind of shove away, what people think about me, because I'm comfortable with myself, and I don't really like the way I look. But that's kind of a contradiction. But just roll with me. But
Raw and uncut.
I've realized lately that simple tasks like putting my shoe. I typically wear shorts all the time, and I don't really wear tennis shoes because then I have to bend down and hold my breath and tie my shoes. But typically, I've just been, putting on the good old slip-on shoes. Those are my faves. Here's my tying right there. Boom. Back. That's the heel. But the other day, I just woke up and I was laying in my bed like I'd be laying anywhere else. I was laying in my bed and I got up. I got up and just kind of rolled back and I was like, oh my God, whew. I was out of breath for a second. Blew my mind. I just kind of sat down, not to catch my breath, but to laugh, because that was ridiculous. You know, it's to a point now where I lose my breath for a second getting out of bed. Yeah, I don't want it to go any further. Where I lose my breath thinking about getting up.
That wouldn't be very much.
No, not at all. I'm relatively athletic. You know, I played soccer and football in high school. I wasn't the fastest person on the field. You know, I was good for like 18 yards. I was goalie, and that's all. That's the only time I needed. That's the only area of space I needed, and it was funny because my senior year, we played 12 games. I played 2 or 3 of those 12 games because one of my coaches didn't think I looked the part of a goalie, which that really killed me because I love soccer, and I wasn't able to play, and now it's getting a point where like my knees are like I've had knee surgery already, but my knees are getting bad. Like when I get up, I have to kind of steady myself a little bit because my knee bothers me, and something like making it where it's like my legs are kind of bowing inwards a little bit, like that. It's kind of, I don't know what my mom just said. I forgot the word, like where it kind of goes.
Pronating.
Pronating.
I got that from Dad because Dad's a coach.
Well, that's the word. But like when you're supposed to put your legs together, your feet are supposed to connect. Mine are still like several inches apart. And you know, I have like knee fat. I mean, I've always gotten, you know, crap for being my size and doing sports and whatnot. I don't really care that I'm getting crap, but people, like, what I'm tired of is people judging me for the fact that I am big and I'm out there trying it. They're like, oh, there's that fat kid. He's not gonna be able to do this. You know, I love a challenge. I love to get out there and try to stay in pace with some other smaller person I'm running with, or you know, playing soccer with or something. It doesn't always work, but you know, I want to try it. And I was planning this past March. It's still March. No, it's April.
It's April.
This past March, I was planning on running the full marathon, but I got in that. Okay, I'm gonna start running this week. All right, my knee hurts. I can't run tonight. All right. I'll run tomorrow morning. All right. Sleep sounds better. Well, I gotta eat something instead. I can't run right after I just ate. That's bad. You know, I just started making excuses for myself, and I'm tired of it.
So you're ready to do something different?
I'm ready to do something different.
Okay, wait a minute. Here's some irony for you. Son, look behind you. There are not one, but two scales on the floor. Aren't we fun?
Ignore the Weight Watchers. That should say Biggest Loser. It's not Weight Watchers.
That's okay. But anyway, there's not one, but two. Because we had one in our room, and he had one in his room. And he said, I'm going to give this back to you.
No, it's one for each foot.
One for each foot.
The scale's like, damn, get off. So we have to split the load.
We have to split the load. Okay.
But yeah, so thank you.
Okay, Biggest Loser, that's our house. We live in a neighborhood. Oh, it's bright. Ooh, the sun's bright. We're gonna walk up the hill, and DJ and I are gonna talk about the quality of our life. Oh my gosh!
It's about 50 feet. So.
Okay.
No.
But it's nice.
It's about 40 yards.
Okay, we're gonna be switching the camera back and forth. So, anyway, here's DJ.
Okay,
the sun is bright. We're going up the hill.
It's really bright. We're going up that nice. It's not too much of an incline. I'm not a director.
Okay. Okay.
Oh man, there was the first wind.
Here's why we're doing this. Okay, you asked us about the quality of our life. The quality of our life is like, okay. It's just, okay. Do we want it to be better? Yes. Uh-oh, there's a car coming.
Oh God, we're gonna die.
There's a car coming. But
Never
anyway.
mind. They changed the run.
He pulled in a driveway. Anyway, the quality of our life is just okay. I don't know about DJ, but I'm up for better than okay.
I like above average. You know, I'm proficient.
I'm up for fantastic. Okay.
Proficient. No, I'm wanting fantastic as well.
Okay.
But this hill is preventing me from breathing right.
Okay, hold on. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you just for a second. That's how far we've come.
See, it's totally
It's not
different.
that. Oh, there's our dog. Anyway, my legs are starting to burn as we walk up the hill, and I'm out of breath. And that's not quality of life. So here, let me show you. How are you doing, son?
See, I'm doing a little bit better. I'm somewhat used to hills. I worked it somewhat, and I'm still breathing hard. Over the summer, I worked at
I hope they can hear you over my heavy breathing.
I worked at a Christian sports camp, and that was like a good hill to walk up. Like that was the better ones.
That was the small one?
Oh my God, that was a small one. We had to get to our cars on our day off. We had to like hike like a mile to our cars. So I got used to walking up hills, and I lost some weight. But as soon as I got back to school, I was like, I'm not walking up those hills. I'm gonna put that food in my mouth instead.
Okay.
So,
We made it to the top of the hill.
oh my gosh.
Okay. We made it to the top. There's a dog. Say hi, Sugar. Anyway,
She's
okay.
tired too. She's just young.
I know, she's just young. Okay. We're gonna go back. We're gonna rest for a second. And then we're gonna go down the hill. See, I can't even talk. Holy cow. I don't think that's good quality of life. Anyway.
I'm not breathing as hard because I'm a little bit younger too.
Yeah, well.
That's
Shut up.
just
Love you.
different. Love you too.
Okay, bye.
So we just caught our breath. We just got back.
We thought we'd do another angle because the sun was so bright in the
Yeah.
other one. So,
If you see that black dot, it's so bright. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't handle that. But yeah, we caught our breath.
We're ready. I mean, I teach at a middle school. The middle school would be incredibly supportive. Our community would be supportive. I'm sure Arkansas Tech would be way on board. So we're ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. I want to see you. I don't. Yeah.